Think.
As long as I'm not involved.
Better not go rushing into
I'm not
anything.
You're very
probably right.
You should believe everything you hear.
What about my esteem within the camp?
I've talked to a few people.
And?
Scatty has told me he's anxious to see how you come off against Kurgo. But he was impressed by you having the courage to fight against Karim, even though you've been defeated. Whistler told me the story about Fisk. Well, if I was you, I would have taken the ore and cleared off. But anyway, he thinks a great deal of you. Sly told me that you found Neck. He seemed to be really content. Fingers told me that you've already learned a bit, but he thinks you can still improve your skills. Thoris says we could make use of someone like you. That's very good for you. You've found enough people to speak in your favor. You also passed the test of faith. Go to Thoris. I've already told him everything. He'll let you go to see Gomez.
What do I have to do when I meet Gomez?
Gomez's decisions are made from gut instinct. He'll look at your mug, and then he'll make up his mind if you can join. From now on, you'll have to get by on your own. Make the best of it. Good luck.
I wouldn't like to be in his shoes, though.
Take care.
I'm not involved.
Wasn't very clever. I wouldn't like to be in his shoes, though.
I'm not listening to all that blather.
Diego says I'm ready to see Gomez.
That's my decision.
And what do you decide?
I must admit, you seem to have done most things okay. Okay, you can see Gomez. He alone will decide whether you get to join us or not. From now on, you're on your own, kid.
Stop!
Relax. I've talked to Thoris. I'm allowed in.
Oh, I won't forget your face, pal. You get into trouble and it won't end quickly.
I'm not listening to all the
I'd better keep...
Let's talk about
Thought that'd been
instead.
That wasn't very... As long as I'm not...
That's really not my problem.
There must be something about that story after
Some
all.
people...
People always talk.
I'm looking for the High Magician of the Circle of Fire.
That is Caristo. What do you want with him?
Tell people.
I have a letter for the High Magician of the Circle of Fire.
Are you a messenger from the outside world?
Yes. A magician gave me the letter shortly before they threw me into the colony.
Show me the letter.
Maybe.
I'd better keep out of it.
Here it is.
I wouldn't like to be in his shoes, though.
This letter is addressed to Zardus.
What's so exciting about that?
Zardus has not been a servant of Innos for ages. He left us some years ago and turned towards black magic. He lives in a tower in the middle of the Orc land and concentrates on his studies. He said he would go his own way to find out what went wrong with the barrier. Wait here. I'll be back in a moment.
It was obvious that there would
Maybe.
be trouble ahead.
People always talk.
Yeah, some people never learn. Yeah, people always talk.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
That wasn't very clear.
Caristo was beside himself with delight. He said that you may go to Torres and choose your reward.
Something else instead. That wasn't very clear.
Where can I find Torres?
He is in front of the temple building all day. At night, he is inside like all the others. But only magicians may enter the temple house, so you can only speak to him during the day.
That won't happen again.
Hang on.
Tell me something about the Magicians of Fire.
The Circle of Fire takes its powers from the grace of Innos. The God of Light, Truth, and Justice watches over us. The magicians consider themselves to be the chosen ones, and that's how they treat others. I was lucky to be admitted. Caristo made me his apprentice. He probably just wanted some entertainment. Since then, I've been trying to improve my magic skills every day in order to be admitted to the next circle.
I'm not listening to all the blathering.
I want to become a magician's apprentice too, just like you.
Caristo chose me because I did something special for the Ore Barons. Unless you do something truly exceptional, he will never consider you for apprenticeship. Besides, you must belong to the old camp. I doubt if Caristo would take a member of any other camp for his apprentice.
I'd better keep
As
out.
long as I'm not involved.
See you later.
As long as I'm not
I wouldn't like to be in his shoes, though.
Greetings, magician.
May Innos watch over you. I trade in magic knowledge, and I can show you how to increase your magic powers.
It was obvious that there would be trouble.
That's really not my problem. There must be something about that story after all.
Caristo sent me. I've passed the letter on to him, and I'm to choose my own reward.
You have done us a great service, and you shall have your reward. Choose carefully.
I doubt that's ever likely to change.
Same old story every time.
Maybe.
I'll take the Ring of Strength.
The expected choice. Here, take the ring.
Somebody and you're in trouble. That's how it goes.
I want to acquire magic writings.
People always talk.
Rely on somebody and you're in trouble.
You should believe everything you hear.
Maybe.
Thought that had been cleared up ages ago.
Hold it, what are you doing?
I want to go in.
Are you kidding?
Why don't you ask Thoris?
I will. If you're lying, you're as good as dead.
Are you saying I can go in?
Yeah, get moving.
I wouldn't like to be in his shoes, though.
What can I do for you?
People always talk.
Who are you?
I'm Raven, Gomez's right-hand man. Anyone who wants to see Gomez has to talk to me first.
I want to see Gomez. Thoris says I'm to be taken on as a shadow.
We're always on the lookout for good men. You seem to have your wits about you. You might be okay. I'll take you to Gomez. Follow me. And don't touch anything.
Maybe.
Some people.
I'm not listening to all that.
Gomez is over there. If you don't show him some respect, I'll take pleasure in teaching it to you personally. Have you got that?
I thought that had been cleared up ages ago.
You have to.
That's really not my problem.
I have come to offer my services.
What makes you think we're interested in your services?
Every time.
Some people never learn. Maybe.
I've been traveling around the colony a lot, and I have contacts in all of the camps.
Now that could prove useful. Who are you in contact with?
Maybe.
A few of the bowels in the Brotherhood's camp.
And?
Laris.
And?
People always talk.
I wouldn't like to be in his shoes, though.
A couple of the fences in the new camp.
And?
Those were the important ones.
You expect that to impress me? We have diggers with better connections.
Does that mean I'm in?
You bet it does. You're one of us now, kid. Raven will fill you in on everything.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
Hello?
How's the ore trade going?
The old mine's doing well. The last load of supplies from the outside world was massive.
I wouldn't like to be in his shoes, though.
Gomez says I'm in.
Great. In that case, you can prove your worth with the first task. It shouldn't be too difficult for you, provided your connections are as good as you say.
Some people never learn.
What do you want me to do?
We do a lot of trade with the Brotherhood. That doesn't mean to say we trust them. Go to the swamp. When you get to the camp, keep your ears open. Anything you pick up might be useful for us. The more you find out, the better. It'll take a bit of tact, if you know what I mean.
Keep cool. I'm not going to get them angry.
I knew you'd understand.
Really not my problem.
As long as I'm not involved.
Where can I get better equipment?
Go and see Diego. He'll give you some armor. It'll stop you from getting killed, and it'll serve as an ID at the same time. Your armor should give you access to all the places you need to go. If you need any weapons, go and talk to Skip. You'll find him in the big shed right at the back, left of the castle courtyard.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
Hang on. Let's talk about something else instead.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
Why does that happen over and over again?
Probably right.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
I doubt that's ever likely to change.
That's really not my problem.
Keep it to yourself. People don't need to know it.
That there would be trouble ahead.
I wouldn't like to be in his shoes, though.
Oh, I thought that would have been
like to be in his shoes, though.
You shouldn't believe everything
People
you
always
hear.
talk.
I'm not involved.
Let's talk about something else. Rely on somebody and you're in trouble.
Something about
Same old story every time.
You
must
should
be something
believe
about that
everything
story
you
after
hear.
all.
That wasn't very
Same
clever.
old story every time.
Not go rushing into anything.
Very probably right. I thought that'd be cleared up ages ago.
Somebody that you're in trouble. That's how it goes.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
You have to watch what you
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
That won't happen again.
Won't happen again.
That's really not my problem.
Same old story every time.
Clever. Let's talk about something else instead.
If you think.
I wouldn't like to be in his shoes, though.
That wasn't very clever. If you think. There was a time when things... Let's talk about something else.
But keep it to yourself. People don't need to know about it.
If you think.
Like to be in his shoes, though.
Keep it to yourself.
Maybe.
People don't need to know it.
Same old story every time.
That's really not
Same old story
It's
every
really
time.
not my problem.
Let's talk about something else instead.
I'm not listening to all
It's
that.
really not my problem.
People always talk.
Let's talk about trouble time.
I thought that'd be cleared up ages ago. There must be something about that story after all.
Everything you hear.
You shouldn't believe it.
You have to watch what you tell me.
Hang on.
Let's talk about something else instead.
But keep it to yourself. People don't need to know it.
Time.
Keep it to yourself.
Some people never learn.
It was obvious that there would be trouble ahead. Same old. That won't happen again.
That was a
You have to watch what you tell people. There must be something about that story after all. Hang on, better not go rushing into it. Rely on somebody, you're in trouble. That's how it goes. That won't happen.
Hang on.
You have to watch. That won't happen again.
For Gomez!
I could do with a few things.
I could sell you a few things.
trouble.
I wouldn't like to be in his shoes, though.
People always talk.
That won't happen again.
Oh, I thought that would have been clarified a lot.
I doubt that's ever likely. But keep it to yourself. People don't need to know it.
Let's talk about something else.
Rely on somebody and you're in trouble.
You're probably right.
There was
Maybe.
You're very probable.
Instead. Some people
You
never
have to
learn.
watch what
It
you
was
tell
obvious that
people.
there would be trouble ahead.
I thought that had been cleared ages ago.
Let's talk about everything. Rely on somebody and you're in trouble. That's how it goes.
People always talk.
As long as I'm not involved.
As long as
For
I'm not
Gomez!
involved.
Show me your goods.
I'm not listening to your blathering anymore.
You shouldn't believe everything.
Hang on. Better not go rushing into anything.
Well, there was a time when things. Why does that happen over and over again?
That won't happen again.
Some people. I'd better keep out of
There
it.
was a time when things would have gone very differently.
There must be something about that story after all.
Same old story every time.
Better keep out of it.
Clarified a long time ago.
Rely on somebody and you're in
Same
trouble.
old
That's how it
story
goes.
Every time.
Really not my problem.
I thought that had been.
I'd better keep out of it.
Same old story every time.
Thought that would have been clarified.
I better keep out
That's
of it.
really not my problem.
Maybe, but who cares? I doubt that's ever likely to change.
Maybe. You're very probably
Rely
wrong.
on somebody and you're in trouble. That's how it
Maybe,
goes.
but who cares? There was a time when things would have gone very differently.
Same old story every time.
Some people never learn.
Hang on. You better not go rushing into anything.
I thought that had been cleared up ages ago.
To yourself. People.
It was
You're very
obvious that there
probably
would be
right.
trouble ahead.
Maybe.
I thought that had been cleared up ages ago.
Same old story
I
every
doubt that's
time.
ever likely to change.
Hang on. As long as I'm not rushing into anything.
But keep it to yourself. People don't need to know it. Rely on somebody and you're in trouble. That's how it goes.
You shouldn't believe everything.
Same old story every time.
Maybe.
If you think.
That's really
For
not
Gomez!
I doubt that's ever likely to change.
Can I have armor like yours?
Do you have enough ore?
People don't need to know about it.
Same old story. every
Take care.
There was a time when things would have gone very differently. People don't need to know it.
I'd better keep
It was
out.
obvious that there would be trouble ahead.
As long as I'm not involved. You have
As
to
long
watch
as
what
I'm
you tell
not
people.
involved.
Some people never learn.
I'm not.
There must be something about that story after all.
You're very probably right.
For Gomez.
Do you train fighters at all?
Yeah, but not just for fun. If you want me to train you, you'll have to pay for it.
Teach me how to handle one-handed weapons more skillfully.
Okay, you know the basics. Holding the weapon lower down will let you put more force into your first strike. Use the swing, remember? Okay, now you need to use your body more. When you've struck twice, spin around. That'll confuse the opponent and put you in an excellent position. Then bring your blade across from right to left once more. And back to the front. Don't forget, practice makes perfect. So get going and master the art of one-handed fighting.
Some people rush people never learn. As long as I'm not involved. Let's talk about something else instead.
I doubt that's ever likely to change.
Same old story every time. Some people never learn.
Somebody and you're in trouble.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear. Rely on somebody and you're in trouble. That's how it goes. Instead,
you shouldn't believe everything you hear.
Rely on somebody and you're in trouble. That's how it goes.
Rely on somebody and you're in trouble. That's
Some
how it
people
goes.
never learn.
I thought that had been cleared up ages ago.
People don't need to know. That
There
wasn't
was
very
a time
clever.
when things would have gotten very different. Totally idiotic. It was obvious that there would be trouble ahead. It was obvious that there would be trouble ahead.
Same old story every time.